Hi there and welcome back to Deus Ex. I'm Byron, and look what we have here. Men in Black.
Mr. Dent.
Yeah?
The prisoners on level 3 are a sensitive matter. Leave the interrogations to Mr. Simons. You are authorized to receive your orders from Joseph Manderley, after which you will return to the helipad.
Simons. You guys from DC? What agency?
Please proceed to Manderley's office. We will expect to see you shortly.
See, they have this nice little tattoo on the back of their neck. It's an eye.
Do not question the prisoners yourself.
Sadly, they're not as cool as Agent J and Agent K.
We will be waiting. I do not understand the reason for your delay.
You don't understand a lot, I'm afraid. Men in Black. Ooh, let's take a look at the lockpick here. Oh, hi. I was looking for someone like you to recharge me. Thank you. Janine Spot, specs and overview. Matsugrava's R118 repair bot. The Matsugrava's R118 is characteristic of all bots in the MG repair line, an autonomous unit capable of a wide range of repair, maintenance and construction tasks. By default, the R118 is equipped with the Kroya Searchlight 3 argon laser attached to the standard MG IRL arm, Xiang optics and visual processing, a self-recharging bioelectric battery, wireless command control, and 16GB of internal memory for a superior amount of task customization at an affordable price. The bioelectric interface adheres to the same light standard pioneered by MG and adopted by most other companies around the world, allowing all units in the R-line to act as mobile bioelectric recharger if necessary. And let's charge the rest too. Thank you. So we could still. What was it? UNATCO 001? No. I don't remember it. No, it's been a few hours. Let's hack it. Oh, nothing. Okay. Ooh, a multi-tool. I'm taking that. I used a bunch in the last videos because I was curious. Yeah, I probably wasted 5 or so, but I wanted to know what's on the other side of certain doors. I mean, I have played this game very often, more than 10 times. And I know what to do, but I don't remember every detail of the game. Of course, it's too complex for that.
Liberty Island is off limits. The island has been declared a crime scene and will be the subject of a thorough investigation.
So.
They've got some kind of specialist from Washington downstairs. Somebody to interrogate the prisoners.
Where's Kaplan? I wanted to buy stuff.
I'd like to know what the feds are doing down in the cell block.
Don't worry about what the guys are saying about Hell's Kitchen.
Can I pick up? Yeah, I can drop the gun, the knife. And pick
You're
up
just
that.
kidding around, right?
Yep. I'm looking at your thingy, with the thingy on the thingy with the thingy. Wait, I have written down the passwords.
Never should have transferred.
There's nothing here. No email today.
If it wasn't for the
mail
warehouse,
today.
I'm sure you would have helped out with the firefight in front of the hotel. I know for a fact from when you were at the academy that you can do more than throw gas grenades and use a prod. They're full of it.
Excuse me, I was part of the firefight in front of the Hilton.
I know for a fact from when you were at the academy that you can do more than throw gas grenades and use a prod. They're full of it.
Maybe you didn't watch my last videos. I killed a bunch of people and a few dogs. So, there's that. Skull.
Manderley said he's busy, but to wait outside his office.
Can't get in here yet.
Good to have you back.
Yeah, nice to be home. Hi. You don't mind if I take that, right?
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Why not?
Just filling out a report on the mop-up operation.
You do that. Let's check that. Nothing. Can I upgrade something? Oh yes, I can. I want to upgrade rifle. Now I feel much better. Thank you. Nice picture. A few tranquilizer darts. Always welcome. What was it? JC Denton Bionic Man. Not? It's just... I don't know. Oh, it was Setcom UNATCO 001, okay. JCD Bionic Man, okay. Congrats, from J. Race. Congrats on surviving your first mission, JZ. I know it's all part of the job, but I'm glad to see you back in one piece, more or less anyways. If you get this message before I get the chance to see you in person, then get your ass down here so I can patch you up. By the way, I hear a few things from up top, and I get the impression that they were definitely taking advantage of the NSF attack to evaluate your performance. So far everyone seems to be ecstatic. Well, everyone except for Gunter. But he's got his own problems. Keep it up, but keep an eye out too. I get the impression sometimes that everyone here has their own agenda. Jamie. And from Paul. Watch your back. I don't have much time, so I'm gonna have to cut this short. They're going to tell you a lot of things about what went on today, and it's probably all going to get pinned on me. I've got my reason, but I can't go into them right now. Not over the net. But you've got to trust me that there are reasons. Maybe I can point you in the right direction and tap a few computers and see what you come up with. Mandelay's computer. Try Mandelay's computer if you can risk it. The password is Nightkiller. You might also check Novas, but I don't know her password. Well, I do. Cold woman, be careful around her. And for that matter, everyone else. P. Okay. Righteous Angels, Perspectives on UNATCO by Wendy White, Chapter 2, The New Seraphim. As the giddiness that greeted the new millennium faded to grim apathy in the face of plague, famine, and the inevitable waves of national convulsions that followed in their wake, the United Nations found itself increasingly outmoded and unable to cope with the worldwide rise in terrorism. Tensions between the affluent, walled away with private enclaves, and those less fortunate escalated rapidly as basic medical care facilities collapsed under the weight of each new outbreak. The very pervasiveness of the net fractured communities into smaller and smaller special interest groups. And as local police grew increasingly ineffectual and access to deadlier weaponry more commonplace, conflicts spilled over national borders and onto the streets of major urban cities. The United Nations was forced to admit that their own military was both outmoded and unequipped to deal with these threats, so a new organization was required, UNATCO, an army of seraphim divinely charged to mete out impartial justice with burning wings and flaming swords. Or maybe not. So, that would take 2 pigs to get in here. Or we could blow it up, but they wouldn't like it, I'm afraid, so let's not do it.
I heard about the raid. Don't sweat it. I'm sure Paul had his reasons.
I'm sure too. We get a picture. I haven't looked at the pictures. Bob Page. Will Aquinas change the world? Experts debate. World of unlimited bandwidth. Resurgence in world terrorism. That's the guy from the intro, huh? Remember Bob Page? So the warehouse, okay, Ambrosia Flyer, terrorist commander, and Liberty Island satellite photo.
I'd like to know what the feds are doing down in the cell block.
Ask them. Can we hack this? Again! It's there again! I may have to hack the INI files to get rid of that shit. Or maybe if I just use something very obscure, like this? Wait. I'm not using those keys.
Agent Navarro was gunning her motors about Castle Clinton. I guess you cleaned the place out.
That's new here, right? Those bulletins are new. Stopping terror. A new perspective on freedom. From Anna Navarre. When one maniac can wipe out a city with 20 million with a microbe developed in his basement, a new approach to law enforcement becomes necessary. Every citizen of the world must be placed under surveillance. What? That means Skycam is at every intersection, computer-mediated analysts of every phone call, email and snail mail, and a purely electronic economy in which every transaction is recorded and data mined for suspicious activity. We are close to achieving this goal. Some would say that human liberty has been compromised, but the reality is just the opposite. As surveillance expands, people become free from danger, free to walk alone at night, free to work in a safe place, and free to buy any legal product or service without a threat of fraud. One day every man and woman will quietly earn credits, purchase items for quiet homes or quiet streets, have cookouts with neighbors and strangers alike, and sleep with doors and windows wide open. If that isn't the tranquil dream of every free civilization throughout history, what is? That actually would be horrible. That would be like living, but dead inside. Terrorism, war without fronts. How do we fight an underground threat, one with no defined territory base or often known leader? We look to military history. The casebook example of how to manage civil unrest is the Hamlet evaluation system developed by the United States military during its occupation of South Vietnam in the 20th century. Since population centers in that country contained both communist rebels and loyal citizens, the towns are ranked on a scale from 1 to 5, 5 being the safest. The monthly reports of local commanders useful in Vietnam for maintaining control maps of ideology concentration have provided many components of the UNATCO sector field report. The modern UDU, UNATCO deployed unit, has been modeled on the CAP combined action platoon deployed in Vietnam, a 15-man rifle squad responsible for a single hamlet. CAP protected villages typically earn a 2.95 head score compared to a 1.6 average in the same region. CAP units performed in many mission roles, but they primarily worked with ingenious police with strengthened ideological ties. Like CAP units, UNATCO teams are primarily concerned with building safe communities. Joseph Mandely, Director, UNATCO. Know your enemy, the Templars. There is some debate as to whether the Templars should be considered a terrorist organization because they do not employ the typical tools of terrorism. But make no mistake, the Templars are just as dangerous as any other group that might use guns and bombs to intimidate the free citizens of a country. Only the Templars wield blackmail and extortion as their weapons. Supposedly, the direct descendants of the so-called secret society with its roots in the medieval crusades, the present-day Templars are mainly concerned with increasing their own bank accounts in elaborately illegal financial manipulations that have left entire markets collapsed in their wake. The Templars are currently classified as inactive after being successfully diminished by a combined UNATCO-Interpol raid on their Paris headquarters in 2051. However, several key Templar figures are still at large and may attempt to reform the organization under a new designation. Know your enemy, X-51. Remember from the intro? Vandenberg? Little is known about X-51 aside from their involvement in all manner of illegal research, much of it prescribed by worldwide concorders over the last 50 years. Computer profiling shows a high likelihood that X-51 was responsible for the SoCal disaster that submerged much of Southern California, though the exact nature of the experiment that led to the tragedy is still unknown. Little other information is available on the overall objective of X-51, if any exists. X-51 is believed to be led by Gary Savage, a scientist previously employed by the United States government for a variety of black projects until he disappeared under mysterious circumstances several years ago. All agents are advised to be vigilant for any indications as to the whereabouts of Savage or other members of X-51 and report them immediately to their operator or immediate superior. Okay, let's try and hack that thing. $750, yeah, I'm taking that, thank you.
Long night, huh?
Well, yeah, it was kind of busy. Can I? Yes, I can. Ooh. What do we get here? Nothing. That's empty too.
I was here first.
Mr. Manderley is in a meeting, JC. You'll have to wait.
I was told to report for a debriefing.
A debriefing. Do not worry. I will state in my report that I was satisfied with your performance.
Like I care.
Be quiet. I am trying to listen.
You'll have to wait a minute. Mr. Manderley is busy.
Just checking. J. Reed, red shoes. What? That should have been it. J. Reed, red shoes. Still doesn't work though. Maybe she changed it. Her password? That would be clever. Well, she doesn't have anything. Okay.
Just fire the arrogant son of a bitch.
I wasn't exaggerating. He's our best agent.
We don't need him. We've got his brother, and more are on the way.
He knows nothing.
I think he does. You should never have sent him to Hong Kong.
Let's be sensible. We have to look at the whole record.
Look, I understand. He was your pet project, but it's out of my hands. Now that the shipment's been lost.
I know. I will comply with the order.
That's all I ask. Carry on. I'm going downstairs to interrogate the prisoners.
They must be talking about Paul.
Carry on, Agent.
Agent Denton, at your service.
Denton. Yes, I hear you're turning out to be quite an asset to the Coalition.
Doing my best, sir. Forgive me, but I do not believe I know your name.
We aren't ready for an introduction yet. No, it's not time. Just keep your nose to the pavement. You'll be well rewarded. Trust me.
That's the other guy from the intro.
You aren't needed, Agent.
Yeah, get out. Yeah, doors are difficult to handle, right?
We're looking to you to set an example.
I am losing valuable time.
Oh, I'm taking that. You already had that.
Hello, JC. Come in. Clerical task first. Your op bonus is split between the Castle Clinton and warehouse objectives, 500 each. You get the full 1,000 plus 200 for how you handle the hostage situation in the Battery Park subway station. Good work across the board.
Thank you, sir. Who is that you were meeting with?
Politics, bureaucracy, mismanagement. JC, I've got some bad news. The mission failed.
I would have taken out that JoJo punk, but he wasn't even in the warehouse.
Never mind that. He slipped out before you even got to New York.
What about the shipment?
I'm just going to say it straight, JC. Your brother screwed up. We got nothing, and he's taking the heat this time. The Coalition is letting him go.
What went wrong?
We don't know. He hasn't reported back. The rest of the strike force says he lost his nerve.
I think he was trying to avoid casualties. In Hell's Kitchen, instead of clips for the troops, he was issuing tear gas.
Whatever the case, now it's your turn. We've got one more chance to retake that shipment.
Has it been located?
Get any equipment you need from Carter, then take the chopper back to the city. We know they plan to put the Ambrosia on a plane, but we don't know which airfield.
Where should I start?
If I were the NSF, I'd be moving it through the subways, the abandoned parts of the infrastructure.
I'll check out the subways.
I have been waiting for 20 minutes.
Sorry, Anna. What is it?
A new assignment. I think Agent Denton should handle the assassination.
Is there a problem? You lost your appetite?
His enthusiasm in Battery Park was exceptional. The courtyard of Castle Clinton was a graveyard.
Shit.
It's kind of an exercise, you mean?
I think he will make a good assassin. We should give him the opportunity.
It's because the cops...
Pilot Jock is waiting for you at the helipad.
You have your orders from Mr. Manderley.
That is because the cops went in.
I am anxious to see one of the experimental agents perform.
Remember?
You aren't alone, Anna.
I walked around Castle Clinton and the cops then went in, guns blazing.
Get moving.
Yeah, I shouldn't
See your brother,
have gone there.
Send him my way. He didn't report back.
Art of War by Sun Tzu. 3. Attacked by Stratagem. Sun Tzu said, in the practical art of war, the best thing of all is to take the enemy's country whole and
Don't
intact.
forget to check in
shatter
with
and
Carter
destroy
and
it
Reyes.
is not so good. So too, it is better to recapture an army entire than to destroy it, to capture a regiment, a detachment, or a company entire than to destroy them.
You have your orders.
2. Hence, to fight and conquer in all your battles is not supreme excellence. Supreme excellence consists in breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting.
Let me get back to work.
Just checking whether there's anything nice here. No new messages. What was it? J. Mandalay Night Killer Report. As ordered, I have maintained a close watch on Agent Denton during our operation in New York. I have found his performance to be adequate to the task, if not without certain occasional reluctance. But it is my opinion that nano-augmentation in no way compensates for experience, and Agent Denton quite obviously has a considerable amount of learning to do before he can be considered as a fully qualified agent. Agent Herman concurs with this evaluation. I will file a more detailed report when time allows. WS. Arrival. I will be arriving at Liberty later today to survey the situation and assess the variability of the primary subject. Unless there are extenuating circumstances that you have so far failed to present to us, it is our belief that the primary may need to be terminated in favor of the secondary. Continue to profile the Secretary's response to authority and mission objectives. If there is any deviation, isolate the subject for debriefing upon my arrival.
I said carry on.
What else do you have here? Nothing new, okay. So yeah, WS is the guy that we encountered here. The guy from the intro. The guy who sent emails to Majestic 12. And to the NSF. That's odd.
Welcome aboard, Agent. I'm Shannon. It's a pleasure to meet you.
She's the UNATCO lady.
You're friends with Jaime, right? He sure did a good job with the casualties tonight. I've heard that Manderley is more than satisfied with your performance so far.
They've got some kind of specialist from Washington downstairs. Somebody to interrogate the prisoners.
Why are you still here?
Oh, because I'm looking around. Ah, much better. So, let's see. Anything nice in here? Oh, can't carry any more of those. Oh, I can.
Never should have transferred.
So, what do we have? Speed enhancement or run silent? I take speed enhancement. Thank you. Oh wait, you could heal me. Much better.
I took a few hits tonight. The doc had to operate.
We'll get well soon, soldier.
Yes, sir. I will. Dr. Reyes said they took the bullet out, but I still feel it in my stomach.
Shouldn't you be lying down or something?
Looks pretty bad down here.
Keeps getting worse, too. It must be raining bullets out there.
The NSF aren't kidding around. How you holding up?
Fine. I lost one of the privates because a refrigeration unit went down. That's always hard.
You've got a lot in your hands. Don't beat yourself up over faulty equipment.
By the way, we aren't in such shambles that we can't spare a few medkits. Check the storage closet.
Already did.
Thanks for talking to my friend. He admires you.
Aww. Medical Management of Biological Casualties Handbook. U.S. Army Medical Research Institute of Infectious Diseases. In addition to their detrimental health effects on the targeted population, biological warfare agents would likely cause significant impacts on the medical care system. Massive numbers of patients and demands for intensive care would overwhelm medical resources. Special medications or vaccines not generally available in standard pharmaceutical stocks would be required. Medical care providers and laboratory personnel might need added protection, and autopsy and interment of remains could present hazards not commonly dealt with. Could be. Did we have that? Yeah, we already read that, I'm pretty sure. So, let's see. J-Race Amigo. While repairing one of our mech-augmented agents, I located a mechanism within the automatic regulation system that was not present in any of the documentation I had available. I'm concerned that failure of this mechanism could lead to a complete autonomic shutdown of the agent's vital systems, with the obvious consequences it would entail. I've attached additional CRI scans of the structure and surrounding. Information concerning the mechanism to which you refer is available only to those with clearance of Throne 6G or higher. Further discussion of this matter with unauthorized personnel will result in disciplinary action. All subsequent questions should be directed to Director Mandalay. He found the kill switch. Can I talk to him about it? Where is he?
You certainly made an impression on the troops tonight.
Can't get in here. But I'm looking dashing. So I still have that upgrade canister here, but I will keep that because I want to upgrade something else first. It's all not what I really want right now. I mean, that's nice, but I'd rather spend that on something different. So let's see. A. Jacobson. Calvo. Inquiry from Rosie Cross. The Oracle says, we find your question interesting. We have several references to entity token MJ12, but all are ambiguous. Will be necessary to expand cycles to clarify relationships for codification of representative patterns before further recognition can be accomplished. This will be time consuming, but past working relationships have shown a 83.23% favorable return. Work with file SH187 was very instructive. We will contact you again when information has been collated. The Oracle would like to know your favorite color. So, okay. Anybody else has been using that computer? Let's check for other logins. No. What is that? We already had that. There was an entrance here. Let's go down. Come on, down. For fuck's sake. In. Oh, what do we have here? $100 credits and the lockpick.
It's a living.
Yay, pinball. I like pinball. Picking up that. And that's it. Oh wait. Where is Jacobson? Not here apparently. So, let's see. Maybe I need to drop something? Oh, it's locked.
Agent Denton, marvelous. In addition to an accuracy weapon modification, I've got some 7.62mm rounds and a couple of multi-tools.
Mr. Carter, I can't tell you how great it is to be a part of UNATCO. You should have seen the fighting in Castle Clinton.
Yeah?
I cleaned the place out.
Went in shooting, huh? I guess that's what this agency is known for.
I never thought I'd see this much action in one mission.
In my day, international peacekeepers were citizens first and soldiers second. You can forget about that extra ammo. I'm only going to give you the multi-tools. I think you should concentrate more on mission objectives and less on the enemy body count.
He's right. Fuck. God damn it. I shouldn't have gone to the entrance. Oh well, fuck it. I don't need the ammo. So, accuracy. Okay. We use it on this one. But I'm glad that I got 2 more multi-tools. So, what does she have? Excuse me, Anava. SCRYSPC. Oh, must have missed. Typed Denotten. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure what I think of our agent Denton. It's supposed to be Denton. He is not like the brother, but seems too eager to prove that he may be better than us. I wonder if he understands what be at stake here. Gunther. Mission objectives for Mandalay. Our primary importance in the upcoming mission is recovering all of the stolen ambrosia. If any falls in the terrorist hands, it could be a potential tool for blackmail that would pose a serious security risk. However, our best intelligence indicates that Juan Lebedev, a known terrorist leader, is behind this galling attack. While the loss of the ambrosia is a regrettable but salvageable incident, Lebedev poses a continuing threat to UNATCO. He is also a dangerous man, and if the operation should result in his termination rather than capture, there is no doubt that the agent responsible would be found to have acted appropriately and with the full force of the law. What? Are you telling your agents not to capture but to kill? You can keep your binoculars. Oh wait, let's see what Herman has. What was it? Zeitgeist? Oh, fuck off. Did I mistype it again? No email. Any other accounts on that system? No.
Manderley says only senior staff members can interview the prisoners.
That would be me.
I don't think you're supposed to be down here, Agent.
Do something about it.
I have one question.
They already asked. I don't know.
One must admire a man who can keep a secret because he has value. What you know more than others makes money and gives you a measure of power.
You Walton Simons? You think I could be bribed?
WS.
Margaret Forsyth under NSF protection in Queens. Your son Richard attending Bronx Science. You see, I have a few relevant facts myself. Care to make a trade?
You wouldn't dare.
I'll give you 2 seconds to decide. Get out of here, Denton. This is none of your business.
Make me.
Time's up. Where is the NSF taking the ambrosia?
They asked me already. I don't know.
Need I remind you that in the case of a national emergency, FEMA has a list of 6 million Americans who will be transported to detention centers? Your tabloids call it RX-84.
Yeah, including the President, Congress, and the Supreme Court.
In my position, I find it very easy to add names to that list.
Go to hell.
I won't say anything, but I think you should go.
The United States government has had emergency powers since World War II. We've never left a state of war.
Speak for yourself. The federal government is just responding to a threat.
A government should be about more than self-perpetuation.
You will confess, by the way. I don't like to dirty my hands with that sort of thing, but you will confess.
Detention center does not sound good in my ears.
Certain intellectual properties, aside from the quantities of vaccine, concern me deeply. Has the NSF made any attempt at reverse engineering?
Leave me alone.
Manderley will chew us out if he finds out you were here.
Go away.
If you wanted to save people, you could have unloaded the whole shipment in Manhattan, or the airlift.
You said it yourself. Secrets are power.
I don't think you're supposed to be down here, Agent.
We have less civilized ways of making you talk. I am a patient man.
But not
Ask
that
me
patient.
if I care.
But not that patient. You saw nothing, Denton. Report to the helipad.
You just killed the prisoners. Well, that's one way of interrogating them. I mean, you could have killed one and then interrogate the other one, but in killing both, he accomplished nothing. Congratulations.
I won't say anything, but I think you should go.
You should say something. He killed 2 prisoners that were in your custody. You're responsible for those people. God damn it. Those are my guys? Shit. And I really hate... he doesn't like me anymore.
If you want some extra supplies, you might check the false floor in Jacobson's office. One of the janitors has sticky fingers, if you know what I mean.
Or maybe it was you.
If you want some extra supplies, you might check the false floor in Jacobson's office. One of the janitors...
So I guess that's all we can do here right now. Are we well equipped? We are well equipped. How about you use it like that? So,
hope this one turns out a little better.
We shall see. We'll take the chopper and then we will end the video.
Your chopper's ready, Agent.
Did I drop that here? Yeah, I guess I did.
Good luck out there.
When I first got the game, the reflections on the floor really impressed me. The Unreal Engine, I mean, it's a little dark and not really that colorful, but it's still impressive for the day. I mean, when Unreal 1 came out.
Get on the helicopter, Mr. Denton. Simons did not appreciate your interference.
Simons can blow me.
Please do not keep us waiting.
I need a vacation.
We are needed inside. Please do not keep us waiting.
Fine, whatever.
Piece of gossip. Anna Navarra likes your style. I bet you guys would make a nice couple.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Let's go.
Dropping you in Battery Park. We know the NSF were moving material through here at one point. Seems like a good place to start looking.
Okay, we will start looking, but we will do it in the next video. So, thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye.